Hello, good afternoon and welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Okay, here we have today a Mazda 3. This is a 2025 registered car on a 25 plate. It's in the Homura specification. Has the recently updated 2.5 litre SKYACTIV-G engine. Now a lot of the feedback we get from customers, or initial feedback we get from customers, is that a 2.5 litre engine seems like overkill for this car. And I'll explain why that isn't the case. These cars have always had, since launch, a 2 litre engine that produced 122 PS. There was also a slightly more powerful 2 litre called SKYACTIV-X, which is still available now, that offers slightly higher compression ratios than a conventional petrol, and means that the car produces a lot more, and it's under a bit more strain, but it's a very, very clever engine. The 2 litre 120 PS unit, the feedback from a lot of customers was it was enough, but it didn't quite go as well as it should have done. It didn't match the looks of the car. So Mazda have moved to this Euro 7 compliant 2.5 litre petrol engine, which is normally aspirated, and detuned it. So it's actually already in some other cars in the Mazda range. You can have it in a CX-5 and it produces 194 PS, 196 PS. In this car it produces 140 PS and it is beautiful. It is a wonderful engine. The overall consumption is actually on par with the 2 litre 122 PS unit, and the way it delivers power, it's so different to the previous model. It's silky smooth, very progressive. The power delivery is incredibly linear. It all comes at the right times and builds as you build the revs. It's a wonderful engine and delivers exceptional fuel consumption given its size as well. And I have to kind of agree with Mazda that actually, if you have a 2.5 litre engine in a car like this, you don't have to work it particularly hard, so the overall consumption can be particularly good. You get a really good sized boot. As you can see, it's difficult to gauge and understand just how big the boot is from photographs and the video, but it is a really, really good size. Now the Homura specification means you have gloss black alloy wheels, gloss black mirror covers, particularly nice red stitching on the seats, something unique to Homura. You get a dark headliner with these cars as well, which I absolutely love. Really adds to the premium feel of the cabin. With keyless entry and start, if I get in, you'll be able to see the car has covered something to the tune of 11,000 miles or so, about average for a year's motoring. We tend to see most owners doing, I think it's on 13,843. Let me just turn the radio down, sorry. We tend to see most owners doing about 12,000 miles per annum, maybe just under, between 10 and 12, so almost bang on average mileage. The car is equipped with automatic lights, automatic wipers, you have radar cruise control with a speed limiter as well, a colour projected heads-up display, which you can see there projected onto the windscreen, shows you the speed you're doing and the speed limit of the area you're in. And these cars are mild hybrid, so you do have a very small hybrid battery. I think it's tucked away under the passenger seat in this car, and all it really does is just supports the engine under acceleration. You've no need to plug it in, you've no need to really be that conscious about it. You can drive as normal. It's a completely self-sufficient, self-charging system, and it's there just to support the petrol engine. It can't be driven on electric. You do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in this car, but you also have an integrated navigation system. So if you don't want to use your smartphone enabled nav, you have got options. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto highlighted on the right here. If you've not used either before, great addition to the car. It can be done completely wirelessly because this is the updated model, and will allow you to use a whole host of apps from your phone through the car's multimedia. Climate control air conditioning system. 2 zones, so you've got one for driver and for passenger. You've also got heated front seat switches down there, push button start like all modern Mazdas are. You've got a wireless phone charge pad down there as well. Again, that's an update for the slightly updated model, and the most wonderful 6-speed manual gearbox. These have an incredibly clever rev matching technology on them. If you start accelerating and the revs get to say 3,000 RPM, you might dip the clutch and they'll drop down to about 2. You keep the clutch pedal down and the revs remain at 2,000 revs. It stays in place for where it knows it needs to be for the next gear change. It just makes for absolutely seamless gear changes. I personally think, now that we've added this, or Mazda have added this 2.5 litre engine to the lineup, if you were to buy a Mazda 3, the way to do it is with that 2.5 litre engine and a manual gearbox. And arguably I think I'd have a Homura as well, because I love all the gloss black accents, particularly against this exterior colour, which is called ceramic metallic. I think it goes down in the logbook as a white, but you've got to argue it's sort of between a white and a silver. But when you've got that contrast against the gloss black, it's a really, really lovely looking car. These drive fantastically well. If you've not had the opportunity to, have a read of a couple of journalist reviews. There's a particularly good one that was in the Sunday Times a few years ago from a well-known motoring journalist. Didn't really have a bad word to say about the Mazda 3. It's a wonderful car, very underrated, and a hugely important vehicle for Mazda. This car will be supplied with the balance of Mazda's manufacturer warranty. That was for 3 years from when this car was registered. Has roadside assistance for that time as well. And we can offer nationwide delivery if you don't want to miss out on such a lovely example. Has some very, very small marks on one of the alloy wheels. We'll be doing that before the car leaves us. It's just this near side front wheel. It's incredibly small, but the rest of the car is so nice. We'll have that done before the car leaves site. If you've got any other questions, please feel free to pick up the phone to us. We hope to speak to you soon. Cheers.